Welcome everyone, Farmer Cup here. This is episode 47 of my gameplay series No Man's Land. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to No Man's Land. So, I actually got word the guy came out early this morning and got the fermenter fixed up, so we owe him $25,000 for that, so we'll take a look and see what it did. Oh, not adding it in. Perfect, so that's taken care of. Yeah, so a few things will happen this episode. I did want to look at the wool storage because I haven't looked at the price or anything for that. We talked about that a little bit, I think. Maybe. Donnie Ones said we should get a wool storage building put in, which I would tend to agree with. That would probably help us out quite a bit. Oh, I bet you, is it a global company building? I bet, no, it's not. Never mind. Is it a silo? That might be what it's considered as, since it stores something. I go with no. Okay, back to miscellaneous. I swore I added it in. I'm confident I added it in, as a matter of fact. Yes, no. Wool Slurry Yard. Did I add that in? That must have been an update or something, because I don't remember adding that in. I didn't know that was a thing. What does that do? Placeable selling. It's a selling station for slurry. And manure and digestate and everything else. That's interesting. Come on now, wool storage. Are these by Missy B? I say I'm trying to think of what pack that would have been part. There it is, wool storage, 15 grand, holds 110. Oh, we're putting it in right now. That's not bad at all. I mean, logically, it would go out here, right? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Could probably place it right there. I think would be okay. Make sure it's not going to cost us. Yep, so 15 grand, so that's flat level. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Now it will affect workers there, but we've always had issues with workers there, so I'm not too worried about that. So wool storage is in. Thank you, Thoughty1. That was a great idea. Okay, looking at my list here, seeing if there's anything else I need to mention now. Okay. Oh, one thing we're going to do today. So Kyle has updated the XML file for the meat factory. He wanted to make sure it actually did something, so we're going to take a pig down there at some point today and take a look at that. So we have 86 pigs. We'll probably drop one off there and then sell the rest. Just because we didn't do anything with any of the meat from there, I'm going to give us, because I think we paid a $4,000 fee and we would normally get $4 grand for our pig, so I'm actually going to add $8,000 into our account to cover the loss on that. I think it was a $1,000 fee. So that's just kind of a wash now. Well, back in animals, sheep are doing fine. Pigs are doing fine. I mean, they need to be cleaned up a little bit. Chickens, again, once we get up to 400 chickens, we're going to strip off 90 of them at a time to Sweden for Martinell. The horses, they're close. They're so close. Tomorrow it'll be worth getting them. Yeah, I think it'll be worth getting them the other. I mean, I don't know though. For an extra $2,500, we might as well just sell them now. I mean, yes, I know it's technically profit, but they're eating. Okay, we'll make. But what is it worth to have another horse in there today? I think we're gonna sell them. I think we're gonna sell the horses and then buy 2 new horses. I think is what we're gonna do. I think it's just a better idea for us. Oh, and also crops. Look at crops. So turn grass on. Everything's good. As you know, we haven't done a whole lot. We're going to take care of grass today and hopefully put that into the fermenter with its new upgraded capacities. And then we're also going to hopefully do a barley harvest at a minimum. And then hopefully we do something with this. And we are probably going to buy the Primos today, which I just think that'll be a good investment for us. So, and also on a side note, there's fireworks going outside my house, or going on outside my house. Outside of my house. I don't know how to, I phrased that completely weirdly. So that's all these guys too. But anyhow, so what I was saying about that, sorry, let me stop getting sidetracked. If you hear big loud booms in the background or my dogs barking at said booms, then you know why that is. So just be aware of that. Yeah, 94,450, confirm. And then let's get 2 more horses. It doesn't matter which ones we get. We'll just get a couple black ones this time, I guess. It does not matter. Yep, confirm. Perfect. So we're sitting really good with money now. $450,000. That's the most I think we've ever had in the account right there. Now, given we're going to buy a $320,000 pelleter, but it'll be worth it. And of course, I still have tons of logs to haul as well. I'm going to keep track of how much we're getting total off the logs that we have out there. Last episode, I was keeping track of it. I think we got, oh, let me find it here. Go through my notes. Yeah, so it's 3 loads of logs, a $22,000 one, a $22,000, and $27,000. So I'm still going to keep on that same list and keep track of how much we're getting today with all the logs. And I want to add up what we're getting outside of what we did previously, which is all the stuff over there. So what we're getting on this side of the map, I'm going to add up all that. And actually, one thing we do need to do real quick is I bet you our potato greenhouse is full again, which I haven't had to load this thing up in forever. So it's, I mean, it's still got, it doesn't have a lot, but it has, I mean, oh, it is, oh, I must have emptied already. That's right. Eggs, I have 3. Now these just kind of flipped over and freaked out, so it's fine. But I put those 2 in. That one's gonna fill. Oh, why did it jump to that one? That drives me crazy. Well, we have 2 more over here, and we have 3 full ones here. So once we get all of them except for maybe 2 full or something, I don't know, we'll sell some eggs. But eggs are worth, I mean, they're worth quite a bit. I think there's 2,000 liters in each one of those. I can't, that doesn't help me at all. But I think there's 2,000 liters in each one of those. So eggs are worth how much? Yeah, $3,000. So each one of these is worth like $6,000. So we're gonna get a lot of cash doing that. As far as wool goes, since we have the wool storage, we'll probably wait until it's full and then go ahead and sell it. And let's take one more second and take a look at animals here again. Slurry manure. Okay, we probably could sell some of that today. Slurry manure, we could definitely sell some of the manure today and the slurry today. So we might sell some of that. We're still gonna keep holding on to the milk, and otherwise we might just clean up stuff with the horses, or not with the horses, with the other animals and stuff today. So yeah, we're doing okay. And once we get up to 80 sheep, I believe we have a subscriber contract to sell 10 of those sheep, so we should be taking care of that as well. Quite a bit of at least the first part of what I'm doing, I mean, quite a bit of my time in this episode recording it is going to be, oh, that was a loud one there for the firework. Was going to be me picking up logs, so I'll probably set the time to 5 times and then start picking up logs. And then yeah, I mean, at that point, that's what we'll end up doing. So I'll just keep picking up logs and stuff and get them. Yeah, there's logs all over the place out here, getting them taken care of. If you made any comments in the last No Man's Land episode 46 is 47, right? Yeah. So if you made any comments in 46, I didn't get them yet because 46 doesn't come out for another 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, like 19 hours. So anyhow. But yeah, so I'm going to keep working. I'm going to get mostly just me getting logs hauled and picked up and stuff like that. And then I'll bring you guys back in when we start getting harvest going. We should be able to do the barley harvest today, and then we'll buy the Primos when we need to. So that's just kind of where we're sitting. Logs are we're probably going to get another 100,000 or so off of the logs we have sitting out there, which would be awesome. That'll put us pretty good financially for where we're sitting. And we might even be able to pay off the Massey Ferguson. I don't know, maybe not. We owe 230 on it right now. We started out owing 260 and we're 3 days in, so we're just kind of slowly paying that off as well. Just a deal we have with Farmer Crop Supply Co. So again, guys, I am going to work on logs, and I will bring you guys back in at some point in the future. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. All right, folks, so just an update for you. I think this is the rest of the logs. There might be, well, there's a couple little trees over there, but yeah, I think this is the final pile. I didn't get anywhere near as much as I could. I only had 2 full loads, and each one was only worth 15 or 16 grand. So not a whole lot out here left. I probably have another maybe 15, so probably only 45 to 50,000 tops out here. And I'll pick that. I think it's mostly because it's otter shapes and smaller pieces. There's a lot of it out here, but it's just smaller, less thick pieces. So not as quality of, well, actually, you know what? While we're out here, not as quality of product, if you will. Well, no, I'll get the straw bale once we're done out here. So I have this guy's back, good to go. So the sugar cane's ready, so I brought you in, which I'm surprised it beat the barley out, but the barley's not quite ready, but the sugar cane is now ready to harvest, well, remove tops, which is harvest. So, and Arnie Anka, I believe, is the one who commented this. She said we should get a, where's it at? Sugarcane Technology. A sugarcane trailer, which I actually am going to agree with 100%. You pull it behind, and then once it's full, you just tip it into a trailer that pulls up next to it. So I think we can get away with this guy. Yeah, that'll be perfect. So let's go ahead and buy this guy. Standard. Those are wider, I guess. Michelin standard wide. Ooh, those are real wide. I'll just do the trailer work standards. So yeah, we're gonna get that 28,000 liters. So essentially you pull this behind the harvester, and then once it's full, it just tips up and over into a bigger trailer. So you can keep the harvester where they're at kind of going. So we're gonna buy that. I know it's 42,000, but it's gonna definitely be worth it. So we're gonna go ahead and buy that, especially if we're doing sugarcane for any amount of time, which we kind of are, and we're still at 439,000. So while we're in here, just because you guys are here, we're gonna go ahead and buy ourselves a Primos, because we're gonna use it at some point, hopefully today. Where is it at? Primos, and we're gonna get the manual refill. So 320, buy that guy. Yes. All right, that's gonna be good to go for us. So I'm gonna get sugarcane not growing. Well, it's gonna grow again, I guess, in a second, but I'm gonna get it going as far as getting it harvested. So we just spent 362,000 on vehicles, but that's okay. We're down 120,000, which we're doing pretty good for those kind of big purchases. We still have money in the bank. Oh, we got potatoes ready? Yeah, we do. Getting our bag of potatoes out here. We have a lot of potatoes out here now. I don't know what we're gonna do with them yet. We might sell them, or I don't know, but we're gonna pay off this thing, darn it, one way or another. How are we doing on milk? 33,000, yeah, so a fair amount. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up the little pile of logs that's out here, get the little bits that are still out here, and then again, I want to, I think, extend this field out all the way, extend the road out. I might even fix the road there to make that field straighter. So if I make the road straight out to here to this end, and then make this one big field, yeah. So I think that's gonna be a huge field, but I think it'll be pretty cool to do. So we'll make that a big field, and then yeah, where do we extend after that, or where do we expand after that? I don't know, but yeah. So that'll turn that off to show that. So yes, that is the big field area. We're gonna have this section down here. So that's gonna be, again, that's gonna be right around the size as if we took this and made this section here a field. So not quite the whole thing, but a lot of that. So it's gonna be, I mean, it's gonna be a huge field. We're gonna extend this one out further as well. So we're gonna have just big fields everywhere, big harvests every time. And that's kind of how you get to a point where you're just gonna start kind of multiplying your money a little bit. So is that, those are floating? This point here is floating. Oh, weird. Interesting. Anyhow. Yeah, so I'm gonna go, let's go down to the store. We'll go look at that trailer. Excuse me, and I'll show you what it does here in a second. There we go. So there's the Primos. Gosh, what a beautiful piece of equipment. I think it has to be pulled by this guy, or has to be run by this guy. It can be pulled by another one, but this guy has to be the one that runs it. But we're gonna pick up the sugarcane trailer first, because that's what we need first. Actually, was there a farmer cop version of that? I can return it real quick. Don't tell me I can't. It'll be under baling technology, I guess, all the way down at the end. Okay, there wasn't. Good. Okay. Not that I was expecting one, but if there was, we should have bought that one instead. But so this trailer, you'd ever seen it lifts up, and then you can, from there, you tip, and I'm running it with the mouse button. So if I turn the help menu on to show you. So mouse button controls it. That lifts it up and, or just kidding. That does, I don't know what that does. It's all ran with the left mouse button. That does probably something irrelevant to what we're doing. I don't see that doing anything, so never mind. So yeah, you can tilt it back down, tilt it over. Yeah, so it's a very useful, very, very useful trailer. It also works well for silage if you have BGAs or biogas plants that you have to kind of lift it up into. Instead of using a bucket, you could fill a trailer up with this, since this holds silage as well. I did that a lot on Sandy Bay 19 before I knew that was not unnecessary. And I think a lot of modders are now making it so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get the sugarcane harvest going, but I just kind of want to share that with you and show that to you. And we bought the Primo. So you guys have to be there for big purchases like that, just because it's so monumental. But anyhow, our farm is growing drastically and slowly improving and getting better and better. We're making more and more money. So I think the forestry was a big thing that really kind of catapulted us into the next level. So yeah, I'm going to keep working. I'll see you guys later. All right, folks, so sugarcane is going well. We go on the map here. Yes, there we go. Turn that off. So you just have that little stretch there, and then he's missing a little bit on the end there, but we'll fix that up. So it is going to need lime, so I'm going to throw some lime down on it afterwards. Okay, yeah, and I fertilized the grass field again. The only thing I've left is really all the stumps, getting all the stumps out of the way, and then we'll probably start making a field over here. Don't know if that'll happen this episode or not. Might not happen in this episode, but yeah, so everything's going well. Nothing much to note. I think, gosh, I think this is what we're gonna do here. We're gonna hop in this guy because this guy will work for what we're doing. Oh, no. There we go. I think we're gonna do a little bit of an upgrade to the farm here. And another thing I will say, so the guy that has the pig farm that's way out past this way, he called me and said he found kind of an old piece of junk car or something he wanted me to come take a look at, see if I couldn't get out of there. So we'll go take a look at that and see if there's anything we can't do for him. Yeah, so I know we've helped him out before with pigs and stuff, so I'd be happy to help him out again. He seems like a pretty good guy, so yeah, we'll take a look at that and see if there's anything we can't do about that. But we're gonna move this stuff out of the way because I think we're gonna sell this shed here, and I think we're gonna upgrade it and put in a new one. I think that's what we are gonna do. So this should hook up to the front still, just to get it out of the way at least. Yep, there we go. I mean, that's a lot of weight on the front of this guy, but the International is a little just workhorse, just a beast. This tractor, I tell you, if you haven't used this one before, it will seriously do implements and equipment and pull stuff that it shouldn't be able to do in its horsepower range. Like, it is just a beast. Absolutely well built. That's probably how a lot of the old tractors were, just well built beasts. So it is fantastic. I don't know why I picked up the tedder with the rear portion of the tractor, probably just out of habit. When I was talking, I was distracted. And I already picked up all the grass. I loaded a bunch more into the fermenter, and there's a little bit in the silo, so we'll deal with that as we go. So I'm thinking here's my plan. I'm thinking we put a shed here, but maybe one we can drive through, because we have space back here. Like, if we took out these trees, I think we're going to take them out. Let's just take them out real quick, just so we can get them out of the way and kind of, I'll demonstrate my thought here a little bit better. I know you can walk up and down them and do it that way, but I'm just going to do it this way. Just because I'm trying to get them out of the way real quick here. And we'll just move them. Gosh, I don't want them to be in the way at all, so let me just get them over here. They're really out of the way, and then we'll get that last piece that's going to bug me otherwise. Okay. Grab the other guys. Did I cut this one down? Yeah, I did. It just is not falling down. There we go. All right. I guess I could have done this before I brought you guys in, but I thought of this idea and I wasn't sure if I was going to do it right away or not, but you know what? I just, literally after I brought you guys back in, I was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do that. So, that's what we are going to do. Can I lift this one? No, it's a little too big. I tell you what, I'm tempted to plant another round of trees once we get more set up and we have maybe a spot designated for them. We plant another round of trees and start doing more forestry. I think in the future would think would be great. I got pretty good at using that little Scorpion King, or the Scorpion King. That's what we used. Yeah, that's still too heavy. That's fine. We're not doing these necessarily for making lumber money. We just got to get them out of the way. Now I wanted to put maybe that steel garage hall in, but that is so expensive. And I don't know if there's enough room, or quite enough room, to get around behind it and everything the way I would like to use that one. So I don't think I'm going to do that, but I think let's go into here. Let's get landscape out. Because right here, there's enough space to have like just a small zone of driving back through here. So I think that's an option for sure for us. So I'll just put that in. I'll even do this, make it a little bit easier, a little bit nicer. Because if we did that, because we could build something and we could have, I mean, I'll take the stumps out obviously. I want to leave this rock formation in because I think it's pretty cool. I like to kind of work around the landscape as well. So let's get this guy sold out of here. Let's go into P here, garage. If there's a weird cut, it's because there's something I don't want you to see. Actually, I know there's something I don't want you to see probably in here, so I'm just gonna cut you guys out and bring you guys back in when I find what I'm looking for. All right, here it is. So the old bale shelter. So go ahead and sell that baby off, $21.88. I also actually sold our little decorative boat, which, give me 1 second. I'm gonna find another decorative boat and we'll add that in a moment. All right, so here we are back. Let's go ahead and see if we can't add this guy in, like next to the dock here. I think would be a lot better, probably. Put it under the dock. I don't want it on this side so you can see it a little bit easier. Yeah, I like that. We'll even put a second one in. Nice. Okay, perfect. So those weren't that bad. Okay, now let's go into here. Let's go, or to here, sorry, and look at sheds. All right, let's talk about what kind of sheds we want to get. These things are probably huge, aren't they? Yeah, these things are just massive. Let's go over to the area we're working with here. Yeah, that's going to be obviously too large. I mean, I could see us doing stuff like that eventually for sure, but just not maybe now. Does this have a pull through on both sides? It does, so that would be an option. We could also do... Yeah, this guy has gates on either end, so we could do a long shed. I don't really want to do a long one like that, though. I kind of want just like a nice version of that. Geez, let's do... Yeah, this is just so expensive. Garage. Yeah, it's just such a pricey... I mean, we could do something like that, actually. That's not a bad idea. I'm not completely against it. Maybe I'll just ditch the idea of it running behind and we just put in a regular setup. No, maybe not like that. I don't mind doing another one like we have there. If we want to do that. How much is that one? 15 grand? That's not too bad. Because, like, we could do something like this, which is just massive. Okay, let's go back this way. How much room would that take? A 4? We could put a 4 stall there. I'm not against doing that because eventually I want to get some nicer stuff. Maybe that's what we're gonna do actually. How about a 5? 5 too much? Yeah, it kind of eliminates some of the space. I mean, we could do a 6 and then come all the way over to here. Get sort of our trailer area a little bit though, which I don't really want to do. So maybe we just do a 4 since that's what's going to fit in here. I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. We could probably get it snugged up behind or back up to there. Yeah, like maybe like right there. Okay, and how much is that going to cost to place? 38,021. That's not too bad. Okay, and I don't think that messed up terrain-wise too much. Let's do a little bit of paving around that. Let's get out of there. Go over to... Is there anything else we want to build? I don't think so, because I mean, we could use some more easy sheds, but we don't actually own this land. It's letting us the place anywhere stuff set up. So we have a pretty good setup on our farm, quite honestly. I think too, what I am going to do is this area right here. I might put, I don't know what I'm going to put here, but I think I'm going to just smooth this out to make this an extension of this area here to make this just kind of a flat, and maybe put a road along the tree line there. I think that might be something I look into doing. Honestly, it probably is something I am going to do. Oh, you know what? While we're in here, we could do this. Well, first let's go over here and fix this up a little bit, make this look a little nicer. I want the darker cement. There we go. So we could do that up to about there. Perfect. We're not gonna, there we go. Yeah, we can do that. Perfect, I'm okay with that. I might even just do that now that we're here. Yeah, that looks a lot better there. Okay, and then you know what? Let's do this too. I think this would make this look a little bit nicer. The pink flower. Yeah, we'll put some pink flowers just around here. Just because this kind of looks, the rock just kind of looks not like it's in the wrong place if we don't have something around it. So I'm okay doing like something like that. Yeah, yeah, it makes it kind of look a little bit more nature-esque. We could even do some of that over here. I like keeping the farm looking nice. I like these trees over here actually too. I don't mind doing flowers in them though. Some of that back there. Around there, yeah. Now this, given this still actually is a decent parking area or area for us to do something with. It's not like it's just useless now. And I probably would have had to cut out those trees anyways to put this in, but that's a nice big modern looking shed for us to have. We can put all sorts of stuff in there. I'll probably end up moving the combine over to there and some other stuff, move some other stuff around. So yeah, we're slowly modernizing and making the farm bigger, better, everything like that. So yeah, and I also think too that we're probably just going to stop using this field after we get this harvested. We'll leave it as a field, but it just with especially at the wool store, this field just never, it was a lot of work to get equipment set up and run through it, and just managing it is just a little too much for just, we're not getting anything out of it really, anything important. So we'll leave it in case we need to do like a small amount of a certain crop or something like that, or need like a little extra oomph on a crop for a contract or something. But otherwise we're not going to mess with it too much. It looks like sugarcane harvest. Are you done? Oh, I don't know why it does that every so often. Nice. You're not really done. I'm not going to go with you're done, but it was a good effort. I have crop destruction turned off, so don't worry. We're about to get crazy here for a second. Yeah, you can go ahead and cut this. I might as well cut this so you guys in here. Put it on, lower it, and then we should be able to just, yep, just cut right through it and should harvest it all. Sugarcane is such a high volume crop. This is probably the 6th or 7th trailer worth of sugarcane that we're going to get. And I mean, the full trailers are 28,000 liters each. So it's a lot. I don't really remember what we got last time. We got a little bit less, obviously, because the plowing state wasn't there. And this one does need lime, I think I mentioned. But so we'll deal with that as well. But otherwise, it should have been a pretty good yield for us. We'll speed up and go get this section here. And then we'll go take care of what I was talking about. Go look at some sort of old junk vehicle or car or something that the pig farmer has. So you didn't get this. Why? That's okay. I guess we will get it real quick and see how much our sugarcane harvest is, because I'm kind of curious to see. I did accidentally, of course, dump a bunch on the ground when trying to empty this trailer, because if you just lift this up and dump it, it will not go well for you. Let me just put it that way. Don't hit the tree. Perfect. Didn't take us theoretically too long to get this little section done, but given we're also using an extremely small harvester. Get these guys. So this is kind of what it looks like with the tops off, is this little section here. There we go. Oh, that's not working. That's right. You can't really... Don't back up. Does not work well with this setup. This thing can make pretty tight turns. I'll give it credit for that at least. May not like the tight turns, but it can make them still. I feel like it greatly decreases our effectiveness if we go from that side. So let's try to go... All right, we'll loop around this way. Sorry, this was not a planned event, but we're going to take care of it real quick just because it's going to bug me if we go do something else, and this is just sitting here waiting to be finished up. And I'm honestly curious how much we got total from our sugarcane harvest. Maybe one more pass? Can't imagine it taking us more than well, I mean, maybe a pass in a little section. But again, this little section down here probably had over 1,000 liters of sugarcane in it. All right, we're trying backing up again. I mean, I know it's possible. It's just not the quick, easy thing you could do. All right, we'll knock this guy out, and success. All right, perfect. Let's bring that pipe in. Well, I guess that's kind of where it goes. And we'll fold that guy up, and we'll switch over to the trailer. We should be able to dump the trailer directly into the silo, since we have a multi-fruit silo now. I'm worried about how close that is. Let's get it, try to get it a little bit closer. I don't dump it on the ground. I should have just pulled like onto the silo. Yeah, let's just do that. Farmer Cop will figure it out eventually. There we go. So, boom, and this should just dump it into the silo and not onto the ground is what I'm hoping. Okay, it looks like it's being successfully dumped into the silo. It's empty, right? Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, let's look at how much we got from that. Go over to here. 154,579 liters. Even if we sold that at $269, that field is just over 40 grand. That's, I mean, it was a lot of work. It took a lot of time, but 40 grand for that small of a field, we ain't getting none of any other crop, so no complaints there. All right, I'm just gonna leave this set up here for now. Let's go hop in the pickup truck because that's what we're probably gonna want to go take a look at this in. I don't know how far off the road or out of the beaten path it's gonna be, so just makes more sense to do it this way. This is just a nice decoration. I don't know if we'll ever get rid of it or clean it out. Usually on maps that stuff drives me crazy because I want to be able to clean it out and clear it out. Not that it's there, I like the detail, but I like to be able to kind of like, I'd like it if maps that had all that detail had the option to like slowly clean it up or maybe pay to remove parts of it or sections of it at a time, you know. I just think that'd be a cool aspect of the game. So that's just me, my own 2 cents on it. But yeah, we'll head out. I shouldn't crash too many. I shouldn't have said that. Now I'm gonna crash 100 times, but I shouldn't crash too much with this, theoretically speaking. Yeah, that was a dumb thing to say. Oh, we want to go this way. Ooh, let's say we're almost to our first crash. Oh, and it's 2 o'clock. We might as well stop in at the bar out here and is it not this way? No, it's this way. The bar out here and get a bite to eat. I'm not a big drinker. I don't really drink any alcohol, honestly, on a regular basis. I don't drink anything. But not that I have anything against anyone that does, but I just don't. Okay. We'll stop in and get ourselves some lunch here, and then we'll go check out what the pig farmer has to offer us. All right, took just a bit for a bite there. You see it's 2:39 now, so I was in there for a little bit. I'm getting some food just under 30 minutes, but that's okay. It's good food. I kept ordering more appetizers and whatnot. But yeah, let's go see what the pig farmer's got. He's not expecting us at any specific time. I just had told him that we'd be by sometime in the afternoon, so which I think we have reasonably met that standard. All right, I'll go talk to him and see kind of where it's at, what we're looking for here. All right, so he said it's just out here in the woods. Let's go see if we can't find it. He said it'll be obvious when you find it. Oh, well, there we go. Okay. Old rusty old car out here. All right. Yeah, I think needs some work. This thing's been sitting out here for ages. He said that he just bought this chunk of land here with the trees on it because he was going to use it for to expand his pig farm a bit. So he didn't know what he was going to find on here, but he didn't know any of this was here. He didn't even go scope it out. Even though those buildings right over there, but it does hide back in here nice and well. So let me go ask him what he wants us to do with it, because I mean that'd be kind of fun to fix this baby up and get that thing going. That thing's a hot rod there. That's a 68 Dodge Dart right there. So yeah, I'll go talk to him, see what he wants done with it. If he just wants to pay us to junk it, or what he wants to have happen. So I'll go talk to him. All right, so he said we can just haul it away. He said we helped him out with the pigs. So he said if we want it, we can just take it out. Yeah, he said just take it off his hands if we don't. He said he'd even shoot us a few $100 if we were able to pick it up from him. So yeah, if we get it out of here, we should be able to get a couple $100 from him. He said he just wants it gone out of the way. So we are going to need some sort of a trailer probably to haul it. We don't really have like a flatbed or a low loader or anything like that. We don't need something crazy like something like this guy would actually do really well. $4,500. We'll do the. We probably should do the low hitch. Then I'll pop it up a little bit. Ooh. I think I might want to keep it the the black, but still. Jet black doesn't look like it's worth $500. Rims. $400 to change out the rims. White. Chrome. I like the chrome ones though. So almost only $300 for the chrome ones. Sweet. All right, so $4,800. Yeah, I think we'll go buy that guy. Yes. Okay. Let no man land load up there. Okay. Actually, we don't need anything crazy. We don't even have a semi truck right now. So, and actually, I didn't add in that trailer for this piece either. That trailer's been in the game for a long time. I just haven't used it. So yeah, we'll go pick up our trailer real quick, and then we'll come out here and pick that guy up. But oh, so one thing I'll talk about that Jeff C mentioned when we were doing our traffic enforcement, and a couple episodes ago now. He asked, you know, he thought that it was considered entrapment for police officers to kind of hide and wait for speeders or wait for people to commit traffic violations, stuff like that. So I wanted to address that. I don't think Jeff's like saying, oh, you shouldn't do that or anything like that. I don't think that's what he's trying to say. I think he's just curious about it because that's probably something that he's heard. And that is a very common misconception that we can't hide. We have to have our lights on or something like that, like our headlights at least, or our parking lights to pull people over. None of that is true. I hide all the time. My coworkers hide all the time. We're encouraged to hide. Well, not maybe encouraged to hide, but we're told we are allowed to hide in the police academy. So yeah, hiding is completely okay. We're allowed to do that. There's no federal law that I'm aware of that prevents us from doing that. There's definitely no state law that prevents it. And I mentioned this a little bit in Sandy Bay 19 when I talked about it, but as a matter of fact, the Washington State Patrol has an airplane that will catch you speeding and tell officers on the roadway down below that you're speeding and to go give you a ticket. So they have a plane that flies around, so you won't even know there's a cop anywhere near you. But yeah, so which that's like, whether you agree with it or not, it is a creative way to catch speeders. I know a lot of people may not agree with it, but it just is what it is. I don't work for the State Patrol. I don't agree or disagree with it. It just is how they do things. The people they in general catch though are the ones that are going like 20 and 30 over. Those are the ones they're kind of focusing on. So I don't disagree with pulling those people over because that is really fast. Speed does kill. It really does. Speed is one of the #1 causes for collisions in the United States. So I definitely don't have any issue enforcing speed. And I recommend driving the speed limit. Now, if you're driving 5 over, that's fine. I drive 5 over all the time. I don't think there's anything wrong with driving 5 over. Now, in a residential area, maybe you shouldn't. We need to go this way, don't we? Yes. But otherwise, I don't see an issue with it. I mean, in general, just kind of try to be reasonable. Does this have straps? Ooh, this does. We could use this for all sorts of stuff, too. All and anything, anywhere. But this is actually a decent-sized trailer, especially for $4,500. I don't think you would have found that in real life for $4,500 new like that. Probably would have been closer to 8,000 or 9,000, maybe 10,000 or more, even. But yeah, anyhow. So yeah, I just thought I'd note that. And that's a great thing to mention or to talk about, because a lot of people are into that misconception that no, police have to be visible for them to pull you over. It's just not true, at least not in Washington. I don't know every state law or if there is states out there that do prevent it, but in general I will say that Washington is generally more restrictive of what the police can and cannot do. Yeah, they generally are, and citizens in the state of Washington actually are afforded more constitutional protections than just a United States citizen would be. Because the Washington state constitution actually has more constitutional restrictions to it and more constitutional rights for its people, more rights to privacy, etc., and protection from stuff than the U.S. Constitution does. So that's something to note as well. So stuff that can happen like in a neighboring state for me, like Idaho or Oregon, cannot happen in Washington. So yeah, it's an interesting world. We fold that down, look at that. All right, well, it's not going to start, I'm sure, so we're going to have to winch. Ooh, we don't want to do that to the trailer, though. Or wreck our brand new trailer. I guess I'm trying to... You can see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put those two things between there, but, of course, the whole thing is a collision, so not going to work. I guess I could just fold it up for the time being, then. There we go. What I want to do... There we go. Get to a spot where we can winch this guy up onto the trailer here. Right about there should do it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy winched on. All right, she fits on there perfect. We even got a little extra room on there, really. Is it gonna get strapped down? No, of course not. We're gonna fold it up. we have access to this land, or is it going to say we don't? Nope. We have access to this land? Nope. We have access to 30 we have to have access to because we got stuff here. I bet you this tree we have access to. Nope. I must have just... Yeah, that's right. I guess I didn't have to... Because I have placed anything. Never mind. We're just going to have to drive slow and careful. Like, yeah, you guys are like, yeah, right, Farmer Cop. Driving slow and careful. Okay. So we'll slowly fix this guy up through the different episodes, add different stuff to it, and, you know, do some work on it as we can and see fit. Hold it the rest of the way up there. It's not going too far. I don't think it's... Yeah, it's doing okay on there. I think that'll be fine. I'll go talk to him and see what we're going to get paid for doing this. All right, so he said he'd give us just a couple $100 for it. So he said... he gave me just $500 to help get rid of it. So perfect. We helped him out. I know we've given him good deals on pigs and stuff. So I think he was pretty appreciative that we were able to get him started because he's making decent money on his pigs now, which is good. Especially if he's sending them down to that meat factory, because that meat factory is wild down there. I was looking at our money. I was like, we should have more money, but we just built stuff. So disregard. We shouldn't have any more money. We should have exactly the amount of money we have. It is nice to be able to get to a point, though, where we can actually start doing some stuff around the farm, adding upgrades slowly and stuff like that just to kind of help it out. And actually, I probably should just set the cruise control. It's on there. Probably a decent speed to go. Well, that's too slow. We're just going to go a little faster. We're going to cut across the land just to save us some time. That's staying on there really well, actually, without straps or anything. I'm pretty impressed by that. Ooh, we're going a little fast there. You can see us kind of start to lose it. All right, and I don't know if I mentioned it in this episode or not. Well, I didn't mention it in this episode, but I don't know if I mentioned it in this series or not, but No Man's Land is going to continue. And there'll be more role play, more crimes to solve, more stuff like that. So it's going to keep going down that path, and we're going to continue to expand our farm, make it bigger, better, more awesome, and all the above. Yeah, that's what we're going to keep doing. So it's going to keep going on for a long time, I believe. I don't have any plans to stop it at this point. Sandy Bay, however, is going to wrap up. Let me see when this is going to come out. This is come out, what, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. So Sandy Bay is going to wrap up this week. So Sandy Bay episode 42 will be the last episode of Sandy Bay. And I will occasionally do hour-long specials of Sandy Bay on the weekends. I'll do Sandy Bay Saturday probably every 2 weeks where I do one. And I'm going to do a new upload schedule where I'm going to probably not do any videos on Sundays. I'm going to do probably 2 No Man's Land episodes a week. I'm going to do a special video on Saturdays, and special, it could either be Sandy Bay Saturday or the opposite Saturdays. I have some other interesting things planned that I want to do that I think you guys would enjoy. We'll get this guy backed up a little bit more. Yeah, right about there. So it's different stuff like that I want to do. And I'm also going to start a new series where I'm going to do 2 to 3 episodes of that a week. So where it gives me a chance to kind of, and I'm still going to do map tours as maps come out. I'm still going to do those, just kind of put those in there throughout the week. So some days there will be 2 or 3 or 4 videos, maybe depending on how many maps come out. So that's just kind of the plan. That's where the channel's going, and I think that'll be a good place for it to be. So, all right, guys, I am going to, well, let's see what we got to do here. We need to lime this. Is barley still not ready? Plowing? I know that needs plowing, but no, it's still not ready. I thought barley would be ready far before now, but I guess not. So barley, hopefully, I mean, it's got to be this evening. There's no way we're holding over, because that'll be like 3 days for barley to grow. So it should be today at some point when it's gonna get harvested. It may not be until next episode, but we'll keep going. So yeah, I don't know what else to note. I don't think this is going to be the thumbnail, so I'm sure you didn't know this was going to happen until you saw it. So that's kind of the goal, is to keep some stuff a secret. So the thumbnails might be a little bit boring or not super exciting. I'm going to try not to repeat any, but again, I want to make sure I'm keeping it kind of interesting for us. So I'm going to get this guy unloaded here real quick, and I'll be right back with you. All right, got that guy unloaded, pushed off, rolled back in there. We'll keep it in that bay, and we'll work on it as we go through the series. I think this guy, though, we don't probably need to park this inside, but we can keep this up here next to the house. So I'm just going to park this right here, since we're not going to use this super often. Maybe we can use it to haul that guy away. All right, we'll park that guy there. and then I can pull the truck back into the garage here. So all right, hop out of there. Oop, let's get that guy to close. Oop. There we go. And we'll close this guy down. So yeah, we're gonna get that guy just roaring. Maybe there'll be a car show or something in town. I don't know if there will be. That's just something that I just came up with now. That's not like a, oh, hint hint, there's gonna be a car show. I have no idea, guys. I'll probably forget that I said that in the future. But anyhow, so the idea for this too, I will say, is $914 or Golden Charts, depending on if it's his YouTube name or it's his Discord name. That's the word I'm looking for. So thank you for that, to find an old hot rod and start fixing it up. I appreciate that idea. That was a great idea. So I think that'll be a nice addition to the farm. There are a couple new things out in town we'll go take a look at as well in a little bit here. That'll probably be when we wrap up the episode. So I'm just kind of trying to keep track of time and everything like that. So we might go take a look at doing that in a bit. That looks like it's sitting weird. Interesting when it's not, I guess when it's not lifted up with the tractor. Interesting. So I'll park some stuff. I'm probably going to rearrange some stuff into these garages, and then I will bring you guys back in after that. Hopefully we can do some... Oh, barley, look at that. Son of a gun. Let's get the harvester out. We're doing some barley now, folks. That is awesome. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I mean, we haven't picked up our... we have to go pick up our... whatchamacallit. You guys know what I'm talking about. The Primos. We got to go pick that up at some point, but look at that. I was stressed about the barley, but now I need to stress no more. Well, I'm going to get the barley harvest going. I'm going to put lime on this field. And I don't know what we're going to do on the fields. I think we're going to try to get them taken care of today in game. Probably won't be this episode, but we are going to try to get them planted tonight so they can start growing. At least that's the plan I have. So we'll see. We'll see though. So I'm going to get this guy going and harvesting, and I'll bring you guys back in a little while to wrap up the episode. All right, everyone, we're going to go ahead and take a ride into town to get the garage door opened up here, hop into here. We're going to take the Charger out. Let's go ahead and get the speed up to maybe 30 there. I didn't park anything, and I only got some of the harvest done. So I'll finish all that up probably off camera. But regardless, we'll head into town now and take a look at a couple of things. Police story for you. I think I will tell one. So I can't remember I don't think I've told this one before, but I'll tell it now because it's a good one. So a while ago there was this very intoxicated male that I was dealing with, and I'll probably need to stop to tell this story. Maybe I'll stop to tell this. Actually, no, I'll tell that story another time. Let me look and see here, because that one might take me a little while to tell. Very good one, but it may take me a time and a half to tell that one. So, oh, that's a good one. So one time I was trying to pull a car over because I was driving. It was a 2-lane road, so 2 lanes going one direction. Well, I guess it was 4-lane. 2 lanes going each direction. So I was driving, and then I was in a fully marked police SUV, and then all of a sudden, boom, a car cuts me off, and I slam on the brakes to avoid hitting him. And then I activate my lights to go pull him over, and then another car from the other lane then pulls, like, just cuts across because they panicked, I don't know. And I was kind of looking at 2 cars that had just cut me off, and I was confused at which one to stop. So I tried to stop them both. I ended up just stopping the one that I thought was worse, which I think was the second one, was way worse. So I stopped that person. She was like, yeah, I just saw your lights and I panicked, so you pulled in front of me? Oh man, it was horrendous. I'm glad I didn't get in a collision. It was a close call. I almost did get in a collision, but thankfully it didn't happen. So that's a quicker one. That happens very often. People always get upset. They're like, oh, you know, people never do stupid things in front of cops. No, they do all the time. Trust me. Here is, wow, they've got a lot more going on down here. It looks like they're cutting into that hill some more. I don't know how many houses they're planning to build. It doesn't look like they're planning to build a house there. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Let's take a look at one of these things. I can stop the Charger. Not that bad. There's a pretty good layout here. Yeah, nice little attic area or loft. That's cool. Yeah, these are nice houses. These are gonna be pretty sweet little guys here. So yeah, that's pretty nifty. Oh, another thing I meant to mention. Well, I'll mention that actually last. We'll do that last. There's another new addition to the town over here. Other than that thing getting upgraded significantly. We'll drive up this way, going 90 miles an hour. It's fine. Slam on the brakes. Right here we have an Applebee's. So there it is. This is another one of Kyle's modded restaurants for me. So I love this. I actually really like this restaurant in real life. So very cool. Oop, half off appetizer 2 to 5. Wednesday steak night. We'll be back here on Wednesday night for sure then. Yeah, so that's just a little update to the town. This episode might be a touch. Oh, did I drive through that fence? That was interesting. This episode might be, interesting. Might be a touch shorter. So just be aware of that. I mean, you'll know or notice by now anyways, but okay, so the thing I want to talk to you guys about that I need a comment from you guys on, this section here, this section right through here, the city is voting and they want different people to vote on whether or not it should be done or not. They want to continue Main Street here, and they want to continue Main Street through these trees here, and they'll be looking for contractors to do that. So that might help us out if we can get that contract, if we can put in a bid for it. And they want to extend that road, straight. So this is a little curved off, but up to about this line. And then they want to do, then they'll probably connect it out that way, or shoot out that way, or shoot out that way. They'll probably end up going that way, would be my guess, with the highway. So they want to kind of then curve it and go a different direction, but kind of make it into a little bit of a highway that kind of drives out this way. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, say yes or no to the road. Let me know. I seriously will build it if you guys are overwhelmingly voting yes, if you guys overwhelmingly vote no. So if the no's win, even by 1, I'm not going to build it. So just let me know down in the comments what you guys think. It may open up to more business and stuff going on here. I don't sure what it's going to, or maybe farms. I don't know. It just kind of depends. So let me know down in the comments. Okay, let me know. So go ahead and vote for that. Yeah, that's about what I have. So I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm forgetting to say something. I recommend joining the Discord server if you haven't already. It's linked down below, and joining the Facebook page. The Discord server is nice because it has an upload schedule, and you can see exactly when I'm going to post videos and stuff like that. So it's just kind of an easier way, and if you want to talk to me one-on-one, it's a lot easier to get a hold of me on there, I believe. So yeah, just let me know on there. It's a lot easier. Oh, another thing, that's the other thing I want to mention. So we got a total from all the logs on the side we're looking at, that side of the map, we got, or that side of our farm, we got $126,675 total, so not too bad. If we go look at the map here, so we'll eventually work on getting this stuff fielded out at some point. I think the combine's sitting there full right now. Yeah, okay. So I'll get rid of a lot of the stumps, and we'll start fielding this out and start getting fields done. I think we'll first do this, and then second we'll expand that field, and then we'll work on getting the big field going. Because we'll probably want to get, we'll probably even plant all these again before we extend this out. Maybe extend it out and then connect it after we harvest it again or something like that. It's just going to be kind of a slow process to get that going. Chickens, hopefully we can ship out those chickens next time. We're at 390 almost, 389. So we'll be able to ship those out. Hopefully in the next episode. Sheep we should be able to ship out in the next couple episodes as well. So I hope you enjoyed. This is going to be the end of our episode for today. So if you enjoyed, drop a like down below. If you have any questions or you want to vote on that different that road set up there, please drop a comment down below. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button up on your screen to join the channel. All right, guys, this has been Farmer Cop. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for coming and watching.